What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's up, family? How you guys doing today? Hey, man, is the real estate market dead? Is investing? Is should you buy a property? Is this the time now to buy a property? You know, I think everybody right now wants to be well in the past, everybody wanted to be a real estate investor. Everybody you talk to, hey, what do you do, man? I do real estate, man. I got like 10 houses, man. Oh man, I do real estate. I got an apartment building, man. Yeah, right now, man. Da 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 da. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's always a good time to invest in real estate. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. It's like anything, man. You got to crawl before you walk, man. And everything that looks good is not always good. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying by that, man. Okay, I think the last crash we had was like in 2008, right? 2008. After that, boom, boom, boom. You got all these new people getting in real estate. Man, we didn't have it didn't start getting slow to recently, man. So you probably had people that almost had 15 years of good real estate. Where when I say 15, when I say good, I mean they were able to buy homes. Their money was going good, they cars and all this. They never experienced a crash. They never experienced the downside of real estate. But like anything, it's a downside to real estate. Let me tell you something, family. What goes up must come down. And now it's the downside. And now people's like, oh, whoa. So I can't get $3,000 for that house anymore. No, that was when everything was going wild. That house is only renting for 1,800 now. It's been sitting down. You about to foreclose. You better hurry up and do something. Then some people, we got this pride thing where they don't want to let something go. They don't want to let it go back. So guess what? They like, you know what? If my mortgage is 4,000 a month, if I can just get 2,500, I can pay the other 15. I just need to get out of this drowning debt. No, you gotta let it go. Yeah, and you gotta understand when it's good. But when it gets bad, family, I need you guys to make sure that you can handle the tough days because it's gonna get good again. I looked on the thing and it said thousands and thousands, thousands of real estate agents are quitting because those are the people that never been through the storm before. But the experienced real estate agents, the experienced investors, the experienced it, people that deal with real estate, they know it's going to come back. You just lay down. You got to lay low. But when it's good, you got to prepare for when it's down. But with new people, what they do when it's good, that's when they go out and they get in 30 years worth of debt. They get the big house on Camelback Mountain. They get all that. And now they like, what is going on? I can't believe what's going on. I'm gonna lower the rent on this. My rental, I'm gonna take it down $300. Oh no, you gotta take it down more than $300. You gotta take that rental down, shit, probably about $1,200. So I hope you pay down on it good. Else it's gonna lead to a lot of bankruptcies. It's gonna lead to a lot of downfall. Hey, let's go to the video for the day. Let's see what they talking about, family.
Investments that do not.
Oh yeah, fam. I meant to tell you, hit that like button. Wipe your feet before you come in my house. Just hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. Welcome to the channel. Hey man, if you look on the bottom, my name's Keith. Keith Tribue. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, same name. Email me, keithtribue at Gmail.
Not cash flow, and they have a ton of deferred maintenance from the previous owner, meaning these properties are in shambles and they're not making any money with the current rent roll, and they have to dump more money into it to get it stabilized. Dude, don't even get me started with accidental landlords. They'll call me all day telling me how their house is worth $3,000 a month in rent when the market says it's 1,800, but they needed the $3,000 to afford that new home they just purchased, and it's not quite working out, yet they think they're different than the tenants that are not affording rent. So if the tenants all paid on time, would the landlord be able to fix up the property, or is it the landlord's fault for overcharging the tenants, forcing them out of the property because they can't afford it any longer?
Is real estate investing broken? We got to talk about this. I've seen some interesting videos on this, and I wanted to dive into it as a real estate professional, as somebody that's done a lot of real estate deals. Let's talk about this because I think a lot of people don't understand the numbers. The industry has changed. The break-even point has changed. Let's get down to it and let's watch some of these videos.
A lot of people keep saying real estate investing is dead in 2026, and that couldn't be further from the truth from someone who owns and operates a lot of apartment buildings. What is dead is this whole notion of passive income and real estate investing.
That's right. That's right, family. That's right. Once we kind of get into everything, like, you know, it's sort of like a I don't know if you guys heard of a robbing Peter to pay Paul. So, you sure? Why? Oh, you sure we can afford the house? But yeah, because you got to understand, we'll just take little money off this investment property, little money off this investment property, little money off this investment property, and then the next thing we can pay that payment. We can make it happen. The money's we have guaranteed money coming in. We have renters. But now, but now, if you don't lower your property, if you don't lower your rental prices, somebody's gonna come along and snatch a good renter. Somebody's gonna snatch a very, very good renter. And actually, it's so crazy because I understand that people still haven't learned. They still haven't learned yet because I don't know the people personally, but I'm hearing through the grapevine that some people put in like seven rental applications, seven rental applications, and all of them got turned down. They finally got the house they wanted. So I said, oh, so people are still really holding out. They're still really leaving the property empty, going by the same old rules. It got ridiculous. It got to the point to where they were saying you had to make almost three times the amount of the rent. So if the rent was $3,000, you need to make $9,000 a month. And you and I both know if you have kids, your first thing you're gonna do is keep that roof over your kid's head. So you saying if somebody come to you with $7,000 that they're making a month and the rent's 3,000, you wouldn't rent them the house? Oh, they holding out. And they're still holding out here in Arizona. I think we have thousands of rental properties on the market. They're holding out, and they'll hold out until it gets really bad. And maybe the property will get foreclosed on and they'll stress all out. And somebody will come, a corporation will come, and they'll buy the property for dirt cheap. And you know what? That $3,000 they wanted, that corporation, they'll come and they'll rent it out for $1,800. They'll rent it out for $1,800 and they'll do good. And then when the market comes back around, guess what? They'll sell it for the high price because they're experienced. Like, you have to do your homework. You just can't go and buy a how-to guide to real estate or listen to everybody. If you get on here on YouTube or different places and get to listening to everybody, everybody's not right. And then some people, they're selling people these courses and stuff. Some people don't even have a house. They don't even own a house. But they trying to tell you because they know that you're looking for that glory. They know you're looking for that to be this big real estate guru. So really, only thing they have to do is sell you the dream. All they have to do is sell you the dream. You got money to cash out a home, and say if you can get some foreclosures and say the house is worth 300,000 and you get it for 189, yeah, that start making sense. That start making sense. But to get a mortgage on a property, and man, because things go wrong, especially these homes now. I think the home I live in is 20 years old, and man, every time I turn around, it needs something. They don't build them like they used to. I'm telling you, like our grandparents' home, our mom and pop's home. You go back home. Oh, this is where I grew up at. They got the attic and they got their high school pictures in. Man, they're not making houses like that no more. They're not making that house like that no more. So yeah, so real estate is still good. Just do your homework, family. Just do your homework. That's all you gotta do. Do your homework. Once you do your homework, you're okay. Do your homework. Do your homework, and make sure you have enough money to do what you need to do. And this is I think real estate might be the second or third different. Hold me to it. Leave me a comment. I think this is the fastest way to get rich is in real estate. But you got to know what you're doing. Get you a good mentor out there, man. And really, right now, take your time, man. I really believe we are already in a recession. I really believe we are already in one. They just haven't announced it. Man, the prices of food is up, gas, everything. I know I'm feeling it. If you feeling it, leave me a comment. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to the channel. Hey, man, hit that like button. Hey, are you walking today? Are you running today? Remember, nobody can love you like you can love yourself. Go follow me on Instagram at Keith Tribue. Follow me on TikTok at Keith Tribue, or email me at keithtribue@gmail. Hey, I appreciate you guys. If you have any suggestions, anything, let me know. I'm a listener. Give me some advice, you guys. Talk to you on the next one.